Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Odd Job Entertainment bringing you another video, and I'm filthy right now. I'm covered in metal shavings, but I just came in from outside working on a project. You can see some parts for that in the background there. We'll get to that someday. Man, I made the mistake of hopping onto Spectrum, and this is kind of insane. We 4.0 just went to open ePTU, and so obviously there's a lot of attention on Pyro, which is the main addition of the 4.0 update. Well, I mean, really, server meshing is the important part, but Pyro comes with that. And if you just hop onto the homepage of the General tab, stay in Stanton. Why hiding stealth and military components behind PvP wall? Right +1 if you want CIG to give us PvE servers. The murder hobo problem is systemically worse than people think it is. Murder hobos, do your thing. Pyro and Death of a Spaceman. Like, everything just about is about Pyro. And generally it's people complaining about a lot of the murder hobo activities going on in Pyro. And the problem is, I don't think it's actually that bad. I was on stream last night, streamed for 4 hours. Maybe I just got extremely lucky, but I only ran into one player. They didn't see me, and so I didn't die to a player once. When I did finally die, it was because I hopped into Ghost Arena and got downed by some NPCs that I swear just appeared out of nowhere. So is that anecdotal? Sure, but here's the thing. It's a brand new system that has just landed in the hands of everybody, and it's advertised as lawless. So what are people going to do? They're going to take advantage of that. They're going to behave lawlessly for like a week or two. And my fear is that CIG is going to listen to these critiques and overcorrect and make Pyro another safe system. Now, I don't think that they would go so far as to make it like Stanton, but I could see them adding a lot more armistice zones, and I don't want that. I don't think that that is good for the game long term. Pyro is supposed to be a dangerous system. If you don't want to engage in PvP and you want to avoid it entirely, then I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be there. And I don't say this to exclude anybody. I just think that you need to have the expectation that you are going to engage with other people and you are probably going to get into fights, because that's the whole marketing pitch for Pyro. And I'm not an expert PvP player. I'm mostly PvE, and I think a lot of people would refer to me as a Care Bear. But I know that if I'm going to Pyro, which I'm going to do, I'm probably going to have to be a little extra careful. So it's not surprising, but it is disappointing. Pyro is supposed to be a lawless, PvP-focused system, period. The other thing is, Pyro has a great opportunity to fix a lot of the unwanted PvP in Stanton. Stanton is supposed to be a pretty high security system. It was picked at the time because it's pretty middle of the road, but I think that they could definitely push it to be a more secure system now with Pyro in the game, and I think that that would be the right move for that. But if you have the majority of your PvP players in Pyro, then Stanton becomes safer by default. And CIG has always pushed this idea of risk versus reward, or risk versus effort. Well, that's what Pyro is. There is huge profits to be made, but there is a massively increased risk as well. And it's an MMO, guys. Like, we're not going to get PvE servers. That's not good for the game long term. That'll just turn into a very stagnant game if that ever got implemented. Here's one that I do actually agree with. CIG, please don't push 4.0 unless it's actually ready. There you go. Looking to the future, I give the Pyro situation... Literally, I give it 2 weeks. I think people are going to get Purge Night out of their system, and then it will still be a lawless system. There will still be a lot of murder hobo activities going on, but not nearly as extreme as it is right now. Right now, Pyro is brand new. It's fresh. It's everybody's favorite toy. And I think that a lot of the errant PvP or unwanted PvP, I think that a lot of that will dry up in a week or two, and it will go to more of a happy medium. So I don't think CIG should make any changes to PvP right now. The other thing to consider is going forward, we will have a better reputation system. Right now, the reputation system that is there is pretty sparse and not very complete. So that has to get improved on. And that will be its own way of enforcing some kind of rules or decorum in Pyro. So there's solutions that exist already without neutering what Pyro is supposed to be. And for now, if you don't want to run into murder hobos, don't go to Pyro. Wait a couple weeks, and it'll probably be a lot safer. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Am I totally off base? I think I'm pretty based, but obviously I am biased. I'm biased over who I think is based. Let me know down in the comments below. But until next time, this is Odd Job Entertainment, signing off.